Welcome to Wildflower Wednesday, and it's wonderful warbler weather. So if you're not looking up in the trees, down on the ground, and the kind of flowers that are blooming when the warbler is here, one of the really special ones is Columbine. And here we have one right here. And it has a lot of funny names like Jack in the Trousers, Rock Lily. It has, it grows in a lot of different environments, but likes shade and likes to grow in woodlands or in savannas. Sometimes it peeks out between the cracks in a cliff. And you can see the unique flower. You know, the basic flower plan of just having some petals. This one has elaborated that plan by taking the petal and turning it into what's called a spur, which is actually like a nectary. So the pollinators that come have to have a really long tongue to get inside there to drink the nectar. So that would be something like a hummingbird, and hummingbirds also like the color red. So this is a very beautiful flower, and there's many cultivated varieties of them, blue ones, purple ones. And when you're looking at wildflowers, you should look at as many of the same one as you can to really get to know it. So if I just was judging from this one, I would say, oh, all Columbine just have one flower and their leaves are kind of purplish. But let's take a look. I found some other ones. So here we have some more Columbine, and you can see this one, this is more typical, that there'll be multiple flower stalks. And what's really cool about this one is you can see what they look like when they're little buds. And as they start to grow, see how this one's starting to grow? And then this one is fully opened. And the other one, the leaves were pretty purple, but you can see typically the leaves are more green colored. But this one still has a little bit of purple at the bottom. That pigment is called anthocyan, and it's usually associated, that pigment, with low light. And so this plant does like to live in shady areas.
Hey guys, we're out here at our prairie, and we decided to do two flowers this week because we just burned our prairie and there's some really cool emergent spring prairie plants coming up, and we wanted to show you a couple of our favorites. So right here we have the hoary Puccoon, which has these brilliant orange flowers with 5 petals, and it has these narrow alternate leaves. And as you can see, it's pretty short compared to most other prairie plants. Puccoon actually comes from a native word that means to dye, like as in D-Y-E, because the roots have a red color in them, and they would chew on it to extract the dye and then use it to dye clothes and things. And then also the seeds that they create are kind of round and hard, and Native Americans used to use those as beads for bracelets and necklaces and ceremonies and things. And then another really cool one that you don't really get to see too often because they're so small are these prairie violets, or bird's foot violets.
Oh yeah, we talked about those last week.
So they have the same flower structure as the common violets, but as you can see, their leaves are extremely lobed, and they look kind of like a little bird's foot. So if you guys want to come out here this week and find some of these wildflowers and check out some of the things that are coming up after we burned all of this, feel free, and have a fantastic Wildflower Wednesday.